Hey all, Matt here with Bobcat Bonsai, and today we're gonna do a little bit of wire, and I think we're gonna possibly break this back a little bit. I could cut it, but I feel like the cut doesn't give it like that nice torn and weathered appearance. It gives it more of a cut appearance, especially when the wood's already super dead and there's not really much more I can do with it. So for now, I'm just going to run some wire, begin to get some movement into this little trunk right here, and we will be using 6mm black wire, and this stuff is a beast to work with. So really all I'm going to do is just get it down as low as I can here, and begin to get a nice pull here. So it could be a little bit tricky because we are going to have to fight around some other stuff that we don't want to break off or anything. So we've got the joy in that fight, and then we've got the nice thorns on here as well. The thorns make everything super fun. For a second there I thought I was completely covering up the camera lens, but luckily for me I was not. All right. Oops. So as you can see, this is a blast to work with. Extra thick wire. Put that just right over there. There we are. So we're getting there, a little bit at a time. Oh man, that is some wire right there, my friends, and it's not tight, it's pretty loose. I need bigger wire cutters for this. That was one tough break right there. All right, so that's taken care of. I know we broke off a few of these little branches right here. I'm not super worried about that at the moment. There's always time to deal with that later. So this is where the fun part comes in with getting everything bent just a little bit. Because in all honesty, the reality that we have to look at is, in order to get taper, I'm most likely going to have to go all the way back to this branch, which Sylvester kindly broke off the end of that one. So that's something we'll have to deal with later as well. Oh, there must be a branch coming in somewhere right in there, because I definitely just hooked my finger into a thorn. Alrighty, so that's going to give it just a little bit of movement off of what was a super straight branch. So I feel like that's a good start for that one there. Let me just grab another wire here, because this one doesn't need to be nearly as thick at all. And we're going to grab onto this branch right here and move this one just a little bit. Oh, sorry, I bumped you on that one. So I'm just going to come in here. Let's run it the same way we ran the other one. Just run it along with it. There we go. Run it along through here. Now I'm just going to come in along the base of it here. I'm going to be very, very careful not stab myself with all these thorns. I got myself yesterday, I was just moving it around and got myself pretty good. So that was a blast. Alright. Sorry, Corporal's being loud again because it's trash day, so he has to be all big and bad and try to scare the trash man that really could care less what Corporal has to say, but he still does what he does and sits there and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. And we're all like, Corporal, nobody's scared of anything you have to say, my little man. We're gonna go wild since we're getting into the Christmas holidays, and I'm just gonna go random colored everything. So we're just gonna run a whole bunch of random colored wire all over all this and see what it does. Let's make sure this will bend it first. Yeah, that should give me a nice bend here. So all I'm gonna do on this one is I'm actually gonna come in here to this wire piece and just take it and twist it around here. So now our trash people are talking to my dog. They just randomly yell to him because he yells all the time, so they yell back. That's funny. I'm glad they all have a nice relationship. Alright. So now that we've got that one, we're going to come back in around here and begin getting some good wire wraps on this one. I'm going to bring that all the way up and around and then just give that a quick nip here. Okay. And then on this last one here, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I stay out of your way as I'm doing this. That way you can see as much as possible. So this one I'm just going to come up and just do a quick little wire on this piece off to the side back here. Then I'm going to bring it around. I'm going to feed it over top of that wire back there because I'm not too overly concerned with that wire. Then just feed it all the way up and through. You know, just give it a little bit of something in here. So a little bit background on this tree. This one I did buy off of a Facebook auction group. They sold it as a honey locust. I ran everything on it. Got myself with a thorn. I ran the pictures of the leaves and all that on it through 2 different softwares, and both of them came back and said this is not a honey locust, this is a black locust. So it's a black locust. That's what it is. Alright. So now that we've got the wire on here, let's go ahead and give it a little bit more bend. Sorry. For some reason I can't talk and bend this at the same time. Alright, so now we're going to come down to this bottom little branch here, and we're going to bring that one down, and then we're going to twist it with, there we go. Believe it or not, this is a lot harder when you're trying not to get stabbed by the little thorns and stuff. Because like I thought they wouldn't hurt that bad, but whew. They're not really something to joke with. So we got a little bit of movement down into this branch here. Coming up to this one, let's find out what we can get away with as far as this wire. So we're just trying to get as much movement in here as possible because right now this thing's really, really straight. So we need to get movement coming. So we're going to take this one and we're going to twist a little bit right in there. Bring that one down. And then this last one right here, which is what they had as the apex, would go up. And get a nice little twist the further up we go here. So it's definitely not much for now, but it is a work in progress here. I'm really interested to see the growth that I get next year. I'm hoping to get more budding from a lot lower, so it gives me something more to work with here. For now, my main work is basically going up and through it, but I don't know. I really don't, honestly. It may even be that I cut it all the way down to this branch down here at the bottom and let that be the primary movement running up through. I'm not sure yet. So since I'm not sure, I think the best thing to do with the deadwood is leave it for now and just see where we're going to go from there, if that makes any sense. I don't want to start shaping the deadwood till I can figure out exactly where I'm going with the tree. So we'll give it the season, let it grow some more, and see where we go from there. Hopefully everything works out good with this little guy, because I actually really do like this tree. And I was out the other day for my son's driving lessons, and I found a bunch of them. I took them out of the pods, but I found a bunch of black locust seeds that I'm going to get potted up. So that's great, good news. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, you should subscribe to my channel, and if you really enjoy my content, you should hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you.